Sergei is standing at the door of his own apartment. He's lived in this Moscow hostel for more than 20 years, but now they won't let him in.
Here the price per square meter is very, very expensive, so they want to make us leave, send us God knows where, and build a new block of apartments or something else here.
80 people live in this hostel built some 30 years ago, but now men are no longer allowed in.
Why won't you let him in?
Because he's not registered here.
But he's been living here for 4 years.
We have orders not to let in those people who aren't legal, and he is not legal.
But his wife lives here.
Yes, his wife has the right to live here, but he doesn't.
There's no way of persuading the guard, so Andrei has to climb through the window to get into his apartment. It's a single room of barely 10 square meters where his wife has lived for 25 years.
I was 16 years old when I arrived, and this was a hostel for women. But then we had children, and now some are even grandmothers.
The hostel used to belong to a sock factory, but the factory went bust, abandoning the hostel and leaving behind the building and its workers. There are regular power cuts, the pipes leak, and about 40 families have to share the kitchen and toilets. Helena arrived from Ukraine 25 years ago. She lives today in this room with her husband and 2 children, without much hope of being rehoused.
How can I hope when the authorities say that the building is uninhabitable? The bailiffs came yesterday to condemn the building and asked us to clear out. I don't know what I can hope for. We have been promised nothing.
The new owner doesn't like publicity, and journalists are shown the door. Like most of the hostels built for workers during the Soviet era, the building has not been maintained.
1 in 10 Russians lives in conditions similar to these. That's 10% of the population.
Even though the hostel has been declared uninhabitable, the owner has tripled the rent, which the tenants can no longer pay.
It's simple. We are in his way. He wants to get rid of us, to throw us out. This is a large piece of land, and he can do business here. We are an annoyance, like a stone in his shoe.
The hostel's families have turned to the courts to defend their right to get into their modest apartments. But today the owner failed to appear in court.